We got Maury Ford, and we got new knives from Case, just in time for Blade Show in Atlanta.
2024. Here we go.
Let's light it up. Mr. Ford.
TC, how we doing, my man?
Doing good, doing
All
good.
right.
And we're really excited. So you guys have got a ton of new knives for Blade Show release.
Yeah, so we're super excited. You know, SHOT Show's a big release point for us. Blade Show has kind of become that mid-year launch. It really helps us to kind of fine-tune some stuff. And as things come up through the end of the year and the beginning of the year, we're like, all right, we got some good stuff for Blade Show. Man, this year doesn't disappoint. We've been really anticipating our launch with Bill Ruppel.
Yep.
That's our custom collaboration, filling in, or you can't really fill the shoes of Tony Bose, but it's a good handoff, right? It's a good next step for us in that custom collaboration mold. We also got some new versions of our Marilla and Kenzu. We've got some new licensed product with Jeep and Ram. A lot of Jeep fans out there, a lot of Ram fans too, but Jeep kind of stands above the crowd a little bit. And we got some commemoratives. You know, a lot of our collectors are saying, man, I just don't see as many sets from Case. Well, we're going to answer that question today too. So a lot of good stuff.
Heck yeah. Well, let's go in and dive in with these Bill Ruppel collaborations right here. These things are gorgeous.
Oh, these things are fantastic. So this is going to be our custom collaboration with Bill Ruppel. So this is number one, right? So, you know, as we get into those with all of our collector sets and with all of our collaborations, the first ones always come back to be some of the most sought after. So in the Bill Ruppel collection, there's going to be 6 knives total. I got 5 of those here. One of them is going to be in Damascus, and I don't have a sample of that. Won't have it at Blade Show either, but you're going to be able to see all of these at Blade Show. And just a little tidbit for those watching, the very first place you'll ever be able to buy a Bill Ruppel knife will be in the Case booth managed by Smoky Mountain Knife Works at the Blade Show. There'll be 5 of a couple of the bone handles. Our artisans, I was in Bradford last week and they're like, man, we got 5 ready. I was like, ship them on. We're going to sell those at Blade Show. So the very first world premiere of these will be at Blade Show in the Case booth that Smoky is selling knives. So this will truly be the one-of-a-kind initial product launch. Also, this is going to be on the cover of Blade Magazine. So if you're a follower of Blade Magazine, if you're at the show, this is going to be the cover item. So man, get you one of these, frame that cover.
Absolutely.
There's a whole story about Bill Ruppel. So Bill Ruppel he's known as the head of the slip joint cartel.
Oh yeah.
I think I told you one time I called it slip joint mafia. He's like, Marty, we're not a mafia. I'm like, all right, I'm learning. But so, you know, he has been so influential in a lot of the slip joint, all the makers. You know, if you look at Enrique Pena and so many people, they credit Bill Ruppel for kind of helping them get their start. So he's a fantastic guy, Hall of Famer. If you talk to him, you feel like you've known him forever. I swear, first time I talked to him, I said, I feel like I've just talked to Tony Bose, because it's the same. They're cut from the same cloth, right? They love to talk knives. They love what they do. They're passionate about making knives. So when we collaborated with him, I'm like, man, this is perfect, because we weren't sure what we were going to do, kind of as that next step. But so this is the axe handle, and the axe handle, it's going to be 154 cm, similar to what we did with Tony. This has the most unique locking mechanism that I've seen. So it basically, it's a back lock, but you really don't see that. But you press on the back spring is just raised just a bit.
Just a hair in the tail end.
There. And it becomes that great back spring. So these are custom collaborations. There's only 1,000 in total. So most of them
across all the different patterns.
all 6 different patterns. So we'll do 200 of this one, and this one is going to be the bird's eye maple, that natural bird's eye maple, just really, really special. This one's going to have a retail price of $539.99, right? So this is it's not for everyone, but if you want a custom knife, a custom Bill Ruppel that looks like this is going to run you $1,500, $2,000.
Absolutely.
So when you get into that, and this is all wire cut in our factory, so it's not like this doesn't go through traditional presses or even our water jet. This has to all be wire cut, which is a much more precise way to do things. It's got the Scotch-Brite bolster. Again, just that axe handle. You know immediately why you call it an axe handle, right?
Absolutely.
Very, very nice. Single blade, lock back. The first in the series of Bill Ruppel collaborations. We're going to have it in this bird's eye maple. We're going to have it in an antique bone as well as a chestnut bone. These will be the first 2 that you can buy at the booth. But you better get there early because there's only 5 that will be available for sale. They should have some more later, but with only 1,000 produced in total, we're making 200 of each of these. They won't last long, I can tell you that.
Those are gorgeous. And those 2 look, specifically, those 2 look really classy and classic.
So it's hard for me. I love the bird's eye maple because it has that natural look. But when you look at a bone, especially an antique bone or a chestnut, I'm like, gosh, come on, guys. That's case, man. That's case. So, and this is going to be the abalone. There's only going to be 100 of these made. Wow. Now, for those getting in line, you won't be able to get this one at the show, but we will start shipping this one probably end of July, 1st of August. So I would suggest, because they are so limited, to get on your website to make sure you're notified.
Click that notify me button.
You want to be first, right?
There. That way you'll get notified as soon as they go in stock. You're going to get an email notification letting you know that they are in stock and available.
Yeah, and the abalone is $674.99. So again,
that's
these
a
are
big chunk of abalone.
That is a huge chunk of abalone. Matter of fact, we're struggling to get abalone now. So it's becoming not as rare as pearl, but dang near it in the presentation grade, and you can just see that. Fantastic. Again, all 154 cm. You got this really cool lock mechanism. I asked Bill Ruppel, I said, I haven't seen that anywhere. Can we patent that thing? He said, Maury, people use that kind of stuff all the time. I'm like, well, I haven't seen it. We're also doing one in carbon fiber. So, a lot of the things that we talked to Bill about early on was, how do we modernize slip joints, but still keep that case DNA and that traditional look. So I think the carbon fiber does a really, really good job with that. So that's a beautiful marbled carbon fiber on that as well. Again, man, just an awesome knife. So that's going to be $539 as well. So you're going to be in that $539.99 for the bone. You're going to be in that for the bird's eye maple and the carbon fiber. You're $674.99 for the abalone, and eventually we will have an ebony wood with Damascus that's going to be $697.99. So we're, again, these are in that custom collaboration. They're made in a special part of the factory. There's only about 3 people that even touch these knives.
Wow.
And they are our most skilled artisans, and man, it's good. Bill Ruppel's been up to the factory 3 times now, I think, and obviously he has a hand in this. So he designs it. He works with our engineering team. He's up there when we're, picking out the bone, when we're doing all that. They work with him in conjunction throughout that process. And then he has to bless the final product before we'll ship it, which he was there a couple weeks ago because they were filming Made in America in our factory, and we brought Bill up for that. But he also had a good chance to work with our artists. And so Bill Ruppel knives launching at Blade. You may have seen that out, but the first time they'll be available to actually take one home is going to be at Blade Show in that Smoky booth. Case booth, Smoky booth.
That's right.
Yeah, there'll be 2 different
ones. Another collaboration.
Yeah, that's right. We're good at that, right? Yeah. Especially with Smoky. So
now let's talk about these modern folders here. These stormtrooper looking things.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Our brand team won't let us call them stormtroopers, but everybody that looks at them is like,
exactly
that is a stormtrooper. I'm like, so this is a white Cerakote with a DLC coated blade and black hardware. So what a cool knife. There will be some of these available in the case booth as well. So we're really making an effort. A lot of our brand new stuff, we want to make it available to purchase if you come to Blade Show. If you don't, you can get on your website. You can go ahead and order it. It's going to start to be in stock, hopefully around the same time. There's another big launch of some purple peanut BJ or some stuff.
Peanut butter jelly.
It's going to be there. So listen. I was at the factory. I was getting text messages from Tyler, Josh, and Tony. Is PB&J going to be there? I said, listen, I'm watching it. I'm watching them build it as we speak. It's going to be at Blade Show. So, dude, my man.
We got them right here. These are the samples.
They can get it now.
Yeah. You can get it now. Get it now.
Yeah. Go ahead and order it, right?
This is airing on the first day.
Oh, that's right. You get it right now. That's right. We are at Blade. I'm sorry.
Right now.
Yeah. So
right now.
So anyway, we're going to have the Kinzu and we're going to have the Marilla in this white Cerakote. So great time to get the set. But these have done great. They continue to do well. The Marilla was the American-made Knife of the Year at Blade Show in 2021, and we've continued to do some enhancements. Right. The Cerakote. We've done some embellishing. We've done some the DLC coating, the blacked out hardware. So we're getting there. Some of the things people said early on, I wish you had it X, Y, and Z. We're starting to see X, Y, and Z show up. But I'll call them stormtroopers. You call them stormtroopers.
There we go.
To everybody else, it's the white Cerakote, white and black Cerakote. I'm like, wow, come on, man. We got to be a little more sexy than that.
Right.
But there's obviously we just got to be careful with how we call things.
Licensing.
Yeah. Legal, man.
Copyrights.
They always, it's like,
The mouse
come
has
on,
it
man.
all.
But no, so these will be available there. These are going to be, the Marilla is going to be $197. That great flipper action, and the Kenzu is going to be $179.99.
Nice.
So both of these will be available first day of Blade. And we only have a limited number in the booth, but you'll be able to order those on your website right after that. So you'll be good. You'll be good.
Now, you guys also have some new licensed products. Speaking of licenses that we can name.
We can name, that's right.
And,
that's right.
I mean, these are great additions to your lineup. I mean, you guys have been working with Ford and Chevrolet for a long time.
Yes.
And those are really popular, but I mean, the Jeep community is huge.
Oh, it's
the
incredible.
Ram truck community is huge. And these are not going to cost nearly as much to upkeep. So
It's probably true. You're probably true with that, right? So
I can't help it.
Isaac gave you an amen back here, I
Right.
think, so.
Yeah, Isaac knows.
Yeah.
So let's go over these new licensed products.
Yeah,
that you guys have.
so we do a lot of licensed product. We always like to license with iconic brands. Jeep has a huge following, like you said, very passionate. I think the first time that I really truly became aware of the scope of that was at the Jeep Invasion here last year. I'd never seen so many. They said there were over 60,000 registered Jeep attendees. It was incredible.
Yeah.
They took over the whole area, and this is a big area.
Yeah.
But everybody you talk to, Jeep, it's like a community, right? They wave at each other, they honk at each other. Oh, you're a Jeep guy, we're buddies
duck
already.
each other.
Yes, that's right. They do all the things. So we've got actually 6 different items in the Jeep line. You're going to see that with the licensed product. This will have specialty packaging, just to reference that. So we've got the Trapper, the natural bone Trapper. We've got a smooth antique mini Trapper. You're going to find that in the Stockman as well. It's going to kind of mirror the artwork on the Trapper.
And that's like a green.
Yeah,
colored.
it's the I don't know if it's forest green. I'm sure there's
Right.
I'm sure Jeep has a specific color.
Yeah.
And we tried to match that as close as we can, but it's like a forest green or kind of a dark green. We're doing the ever popular Sodbuster. So if you just want that hard workhorse knife in there, that's a great knife just with the Jeep logo on there as well. One of the things that we do, we don't put case on it, so everybody stand back because I'm the same way. But we do have a line that we call Tech X. And Tech X is an imported line. It is not case branded. All case knives are made in America. I'll say that first and foremost. But these are great. These are more modern knives. They're more affordable knives. So if you want a knife to put in your glove box that you're going to while you're out in your Jeep, this is one of our larger knives. So it's going to have great. You can see that Jeep logo on there. It embellishes really, really well.
Yeah, it does.
So yeah, these just to give you an example, this one will retail for $31.99. The Jeep Trapper is going to be right in that $99.99 version. So you're going to be in that ballpark with that. For those that want to carry a nice sheath with their Jeep knife, we do have a licensed embellished sheath. So you're going to be able to get all the stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Jeep is great for us. We did the same, a little bit smaller offering. So there's 6 total for Jeep and the sheath. In Ram, you're going to see that. So the Dodge Ram, man, there's a lot of folks out there that love the Ram knives, right? So you're going to see a couple of the kind of the Mediterranean blue, the smooth Mediterranean blue. You're going to see the antique bone there as well. And then we're also going to have one of those Tech X knives. Again, these are imported, but these are great knives. This is our Tags L. So it's a locking knife. You're going to see that great artwork on it. Just a flipper. Not really a flipper, but it's got a thumb stud opening. So not automatic, not a flipper, but just a great knife. These are going to be the same, right? These are going to have lower retail price points. You're just going to see these, again, this is for the guy. A lot of our licenses is that way. It's for the person that, Jeep represents them or Ram represents them. It's their lifestyle. It's kind of who they are.
Yeah.
And case knives or any knife, but specifically case, is just an extension of your personality. It's an extension of your likes, your dislikes, your passions. So yeah, we're excited to be doing that. And I think that the Jeep particularly, I don't know why, sorry Ram folks, but I just see Jeep people
Oh,
over the top, and
it's almost like a cult.
like case knives a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of goes hand in
For
hand.
Jeep Invasion, right?
Yeah. Hey, listen, we've worked on, we've talked about it. Could we do something? We will have those for Jeep Invasion. These will actually be available at the SHOT Show booth in a very small quantity. So, again, we're expediting things through there. Not SHOT Show booth, Blade Show booth.
And we've also got, I don't think we showed that Jeep one.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
I love the cigar band.
This got
knives.
the banded version. So this has got, again, that we call it an extra, the center bolster or banded version, but you're going to have the Jeep logo in there. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So this is just a smooth, the Jig Chestnut Stockman. This will be $119.99, and it comes in a velvet jewel box. So you got a little swanky packaging to go with that. This may be your dress Jeep knife.
Yeah.
You know, and you got some really nice stuff in there. So, yep, thanks for pointing that out. So that's
Sunday
the
go
other,
to church in your Jeep.
Yeah, in your Jeep, and you drive your Jeep to church knife. So that'll be good. But yeah, so we're going to be at Jeep Invasion in August again.
Right.
We're bringing the case Jeep down, so we got approval for that. It'll be a fun time.
Yeah.
And we'll have Jeep stuff. So we got all that. We've got some other commemoratives.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. So I guess let's start with this box set right here.
Yeah,
This is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And so 135th anniversary.
Yes.
Commemorative box set right here. 1889 to 2024. And this is going to be a locking box.
Yes.
So it's going to come with a key. That
Yes.
is absolutely beautiful embellishment. Great woodwork on this, and then you open up and you've got the full set there. You've got the full-size trapper, you've got the Barlow, and you've got the canoe right there.
Yep.
And I got to say, I love the canoe because it's got WR Case's head.
Well,
right
all
there
of
on
them
the
do.
bolster.
All of them have Job.
Oh, yeah.
All of them have
That's
Job on the bolster.
That's right.
And again, Case is 135-year-old. We're celebrating that all year long, but we're like, man, we got to do a set, right? We got to have something really nice. The Barlow came back in the line. Everybody's just going crazy for the Barlow. So that bolster gave you a lot of room to have that embellishing. I don't know. Let me take one of these out and see.
Get
if we
it
can
up close, yeah.
You can really see our boy Job there. You can see the Job case. Just a really, really beautiful set. So this is going to retail. I mean, it's got a little higher retail, but there's going to be less than 500 of these made. So it's going to be $499.99. But you want to kind of earmark you one of those, and those are on your website now as well.
Yep. And as per usual with sets like this, they are going to be numbered, and I want to show this off too, because you guys have been doing that for years. I mean, I can remember the numbered sets going back to the 70s and 80s.
Yes.
And so they're all going to be numbered, and all of the knives in the set is going to match. So you've got the case C right there, and then you've got the 3-digit number. This is 000.
Yep.
So this is obviously the sample.
It's the sample. So we got that long tail C serialization. You're right. That's how you know it came from Case. It was marketed by Case. It'll have a certificate of authenticity with it. That locking box, we kind of went through a few things like that. And a lot of those you'll see in like a really nice gun case or something like that. So we're like, man, this is special. This is kind of one of your prized possessions, right?
Absolutely.
You can lock it if you want to. You can make it available for people to see, but you're going to see that just a beautiful finish. It's kind of a little distressed look, but turns out really, really nice. And those knives are, man, they're stellar.
They're banging.
They're
Absolutely.
stellar.
And we've got a few other, and again with the cigar strap right there.
Yeah, man, no, don't you like that? So this is just a commemorative trapper, just WR Case and Sons. We use the Job Case trademark. This is one of our earliest, and doing that on the 135th anniversary, it just makes it feel right. It's got the fluting on the bolsters. We call this a select style clip blade. It's that longer clip blade. It's got that French nail pull or long nail pull in there. And WR Case and Sons just on there. So this is kind of just your showpiece. I think if you're just looking for that Case historical trapper, something you're just gonna highlight and put away. So this will also be packaged in those velvet jewel boxes that you see. So you're gonna have a little nicer packaging there if I can get it open. So it'll be packaged in there. Yep, super nice. So this, I think this is great. This will be $117.99. So it's really, I think it's a bargain. It's a bargain for that knife. So again, very, very special. And we have been talked to by a lot of collectors. Like, we're looking for more sets and things like that. So we heard you. We listened.
And this one right here, this is absolutely gorgeous.
And this one. So if you look at the Case family tree and the family brands, the Case brothers were a huge significant part of that, right? Predecessors to the whole W.R. Case & Sons, the brothers, and there's a great story with them, and we've learned more about that just over the last bit. But this has got a sculpted bone handle with the brothers on there. It says Case Brothers on the blade. You got a great box. It's the family brands. There were, and we've marketed these in different ways. Kinfolks, Case Brothers, Cattaraugus is part of the family brands. Just so many things that helped kind of build the legacy and the iconic nature of who W.R. Case & Sons is. So just kind of paying heritage to those, using the Case Brother mark. It talks a little bit about the brothers, but it's going to be a natural bone that is sculpted with their images there. Beautiful, beautiful set. All of these will be less than 500 pieces. So, there's not a lot of those. That one's going to be $199.99. So if you're looking for that special case knife for that special case person, this would be a good opportunity.
It's going to be a great gift opportunity right there. We
won't have these, I don't believe, at the booth, but you will be able to order those early in June. So those are coming. So a lot of these are coming really quickly, and we're trying to get as much into the booth as we can. So we will have a lot of great stuff there.
And once again, be sure to go ahead and get your hands on those peanut butter and jelly bone, because those are not going to last long. If they do anything like the Sea Dragons, those are going to be
Oh.
We got.
Wait, here we go.
We got peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly. Banana. All right. We're going to have Elvis knives here too, I think.
Starting at Blade Show, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, we're going to have 5 of the patterns available.
We should have at least 5.
At least 5. That's what we're guaranteeing is 5. There might be more, but those are going to be available the weekend of Blade Show. So this weekend. So get those while you can, because if they do anything like the Sea Dragons, they're going to be gone really quick.
I think they will. So the one I know that you'll have to put in on your website that will be coming a little bit later is going to be the Razor. Most everything else, the plan is to have a few or some at Blade. So here, oh man, taking them back. Everybody wants them. Everybody wants them. I had a funny story. I don't know if I told you guys. So I was in Pennsylvania last week, actually 2 weeks, and I had to stop by the Visitor Center, which is our museum and store. And I was in there and I was getting some stuff, and the lady's like, "Hey, maybe you could answer this question for this guy." I'm like, "Oh, sure." First of all, he's like, "I've seen you on a video." I'm like, "I'm sorry about that," but he's like, "Peanut butter and jelly." I was like, "Boy, you have been watching videos." And the lady that works at the Visitor Center, she was like, "Are we going to get those?" I'm like, Nope. I said,
"Absolutely not."
Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I said, "But they're coming soon." She said, "We've had like 3 or 4 people already ask about them." So it is getting all of that hype. Even before we've shown it, I think just on video. I know you've kind of done some teasers in that. But it will be available first time
at Blade Show.
Right now at Blade Show. So you want to do that. And shout out to the man that came to the Visitor Center. He was from upstate New York. So not all case knives are bought in the South. I'm like, this is great too. So
the link for those is going to be in the description down below, as well as all of these that we have online. If we don't have them in stock yet, go ahead and click that Notify Me button. That way you get notified as soon as they do come in stock. Maury, thank you so much.
TC, a lot of fun, my brother.
We're really excited.
We'll see you guys in the booth. Hopefully we'll see a lot of you folks that are watching this too, so we can visit with you. Love to hear what everybody thinks about all the new stuff, about the new license stuff, about our regular stuff, just everything we got going on. A lot of great stuff with Smoky Mountain Knife Works. That's fun.
Absolutely.
That's fun.
And remember, if it cuts like a case knife, then we carry it.